If you want a team and business that aren't dependent on you, you need a good quality weekly meeting cadence. But in most businesses, you try to do this, the meetings are crap and they fall off the wagon. You stay stuck where you are. What I want to take you through today is how we run really high quality weekly meetings. Whilst helping our clients, I've facilitated hundreds of these meetings, so I can tell you with a high degree of confidence the structure that actually works. So the first 5 minutes is going to be wins, what's gone well over the previous week. The second 5 minutes is going to be your scorecard. What do the numbers of the business tell us? No emotion, just pure logic. What's going well? What's not going well? What might we need to discuss in the issue section of the meeting later? Third part, another 5 minutes, is going to be going through your objectives, key results. What are the goals that you set in the business for the quarter and how are we progressing against them? Do they need to be continued? Do they need to be adapted? Or do they need to be dropped? Next, we have employee or customer headlines. Again, quick 5 minutes. Is there any big news we need to know about our team or about any of our key customers that's worth discussing in this week's meeting? Next 5 minutes, last week's to-dos. What did we agree on this meeting last week at a leadership team level? What did we say we were going to do? Did those things get done? If they did get done, strike them off. If they didn't get done, mark them grey and discuss if they need to get dragged over. And then the bulk of this week's meeting then is what we call IDS, identify, discuss, solve. This is where you and the team brainstorm and hierarchy all of the issues that need to be discussed in the business. The key thing here is that you should have taken data from your scorecard, from your objectives, to know what to talk about in the business, or there might be areas from the rest of the business that you warrant are worth talking about. So these issues get written down and then we hierarchy them as a team and then we work through them sequentially. A key thing to understand when you're running your meetings is to accept that you can't solve every issue. If you try and talk about everything, you're probably never going to get through the meeting. But if you just talk about whatever you feel like talking about, you're not going to talk about the most important things. So this is a really important discipline to develop, organizing the issues and then working through them in order. Key note here is that throughout the meeting, people are going to try and talk about the things that they want to talk about or that are hot in their mind at the moment. To run a good meeting, you have to stop that. You have to say there's a time for us to discuss this, and that is in the IDS section, and it needs to get to the top. If you don't do this, I see it happen all the time. Meetings just turn into a free-for-all discussion of what people want to talk about. This is the most important thing that keeps you and your team on track. Last 5 minutes, we agree on any new to-dos that need to get done this week and they'll get scored off next week. And then we score the meeting between 1 and 10. 10, it was excellent. 1, it was terrible. And we ask everybody to tell us one thing that will contribute to the meeting being closer to a 10. If you do this every week, if you follow this process, your business will become a self-improving machine. Your team will be able to run this meeting without you, which means the business keeps improving even when you're on holiday. If you would like the guide on how to run this meeting and a video talk through, just comment weekly below and I'll send you the link.